Hello, welcome everyone to the 15th Battle of the Directive. Today it's actually the Brisby Mouse who will be filming this because my PC could definitely not handle it, so big thanks to Brisby.
Yee.
Today, we've got an absolutely massive battle happening in the deposit between Inspiratio Divina and Lux Experimentarum from the Divini Arcana Ordinem, alongside the First Strike Fleet and the Strider Division attacking from the Remnant, up against Foothold and Task Force Cobalt of the Brotherhood of Sleet and Steel. Now, two of the Remnant ships got hit by a minefield while en route, and were thus not going to be involved in this battle. But everyone else is here, and we're going to see what happens. Go ahead and pause whenever you're ready.
All right. I'd say 15 frames per second is pretty good. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Maybe a
That
quick
is better than
pause
I'd
and
managed.
overview of the forces is in order.
Yeah, I'd say go for it. Just now that everything's been spawned in, because there is a lot of stuff going on. So go ahead and pause, then walk your way inland.
All right, so we've got...
Yep, these are the two Remnant
That's
fleets.
a big missile.
That is just a large missile. Some cannons look like railguns, probably, at least based on the decorations on them.
They do
Very
have
cool.
They
And
do have a
then,
significant muzzle flash, so they're not pure railguns at least.
ooh, true. Good catch. And then those are thump missiles, looks like.
That looks like one warhead. One frag warhead, it
Yeah.
seems.
Gonna be very hard to shoot down with those solid bodies.
That is true.
I mean, they may not
And then
be
here we've got
solid.
the very big... Yeah, these are the very big APS front-siders from the Brotherhood. I suspect they're going to make quick work of those ships. Because that's definitely 500 mil. And yeah, I think all 4 or 5 of those are turning, as well as the big flagships there.
We got some
And then there's a
planes
bunch of
here
those little
with
planes
a,
involved. Yep.
Antenna? Question mark? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's an antenna. So they're little drones. We have a very, very wide ship.
That's what meta armor will do to a person.
Reject meta, embrace meme. And portholes that go nowhere.
This is true. Yeah, they go to the glass. I assume there's detection behind
it's
those.
an attempt at an interior. I'll take it. No meme.
Yep,
Particularly
and then
love the exposed surge protectors.
yep, always for safety.
This.
Oh yes.
I thought that was a
Love
missile
those ducks.
Yeah, I thought
Yep.
these were some kind of missile launcher, but nope. This is a pack.
Ventilation. That is.
And over here we have the targets. The target practice.
Yeah, mechanical engineers build weapons, civilians build targets, or civil engineers build targets. This is the city of Foothold,
True.
which was the
Already
first city
got
to
a
be
fire.
established on the deposit.
By the
Oh, yeah.
Brotherhood of Sleet and Steel, now heroically defending their investment against about 2.5 to 1 odds.
Yeah, they're definitely outnumbered here. But if those ships get taken out on the enemy side pretty quick, then those walkers may have a hard time. And you can see a bunch of civilian buildings here. I mean, some of those have little guns on them.
Yes.
But they still meet the qualifications for a civilian one.
I use a
But I guess that also makes them
94
targets.
millimeter naval cannon for home defense.
As the founding fathers intended.
And over here,
And then
we
here's the
have
big showstopper.
Inland, we have the Revelator Secretorum and the Discipulus Mysteriorum, the Disciples of the Mystery.
I really want to see it. Hang on a minute. What are those wheels doing there?
It looks like it's having a really good time.
Okay, those wheels are there for your CPU.
I mean...
So it's not actually walking. Fair enough.
No, it does propel. The wheels are unpowered. They prevent
okay.
the upper parts of the leg from registering for collision detection with the ground.
Ah,
I
got
The
it.
ground,
That makes
the,
sense.
the legs still anchor.
And these
I really
have
want to see these things walk.
a very well decoed
Cannons.
artillery, and this is going to bug the hell out of me, this being rotated.
That better be mirrored on the other side. Okay, thank goodness.
Okay, yeah. And it's got some. Yeah, it's got pretty
I
good
love the
decos
style of
here.
those, by the way.
I will say,
Also exposed surges.
the people in Promethean Directive are much more heavy on mimicry than the people in TOTS were.
I'd recommend being here again in about 20 seconds when these next fire.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to see these things once it gets unpaused and moving.
And over here we have collision damage.
Ah, wonderful. Tis but a scratch.
Oh, that's interesting.
Ooh.
We've got
You
Were
a-
these at
notice
all
that
inspired
unpause
by
briefly while seeing the sides.
yeah. Were these inspired by the TV series Arcane by chance?
Perhaps just a touch.
There's a lot of the aesthetic reminds me of that, with like the gilding and then the colors and the runes too.
The like vehicle layout is not, but the detailing is.
Yeah, that's what I figured. There's no mechs in Arcane that I'm aware of.
All right. Let's unpause, shall we?
Take a look at the
Yep.
text on the large walkers after you unpause.
Yeah, on the sides.
Ah! Oh god, my frame rate.
Oh, that is a cool shuffle.
That is very
Ignorance binds the
interesting.
inviting.
It's moving real fast. It doesn't look like it because my game's running at about a snail's pace, and
Oof.
oh yeah, that's the
Oh,
problem with walkers.
yeah, those legs have turrets on top. That's so hilarious.
Imagine being a gunner in one of those things.
Oh
They're
yeah.
probably experiencing G-forces that is quite comparable to fighter pilots, as the legs are just throwing them around.
Yep, the reason this thing has 6 legs is for redundancy, I assume, at least in part. So you can lose at least 1 or 2 legs and still be working. Whereas with a quadruped, you're toast if you lose one.
Well, whatever the case, dibs on the salvage rights.
I'm afraid these have already been sold.
Yep, go ahead and check out the other walkers, and then the combat happening further out too. As cool as the animation is. Those are going to take a lot of effort for someone to take down.
I mean, to take the legs off, probably not much.
True. And they are mostly stone from what I'm aware, so you've got not the same as tunneling into metal, but it'll still take a lot. Yeah, your boats are probably going to be gone. Slow boy once we turn that way.
Well,
But
these
we'll
things have a
see.
cute little walk.
They do. I wonder if they're going after the ships and that's why they're heading forwards. Ooh, they've got the color changing sigils too.
Whoa.
Ooh, that's a anti-aircraft pack in the middle. Looks like.
That's interesting.
If it's purple when it's ready to fire. Looks like the other main guns are packs too. Or those are just incoming shots. It's kind of hard to tell in from the depths.
This thing's also moving at a pretty good pace for a walker.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. I like the crab shuffle on him. Let's check out the naval battle now. Maybe breeze past those defenses while you're at it.
Give us a view of the C menu for the health bars as we pass through.
Oh, those lasers seem to be doing quite the number on these defensive structures.
They do have smoke, though. The Brotherhood was prepared.
Well, even
And
though,
the packs, I
even
don't think, are taking
still,
damage. Yeah.
it does look quite significant.
And one of the packs obviously is taking damage because it's shooting up into the sky now. We'll have to see, depending on how this goes, what both sides are going to learn about the other's operations on the deposit. Because there is stuff afoot. Actually, I've still got to give the daily turn deposit findings to the deposit research group that are currently attacking. And then if you do win Remnant and DAO, then you'll find out if your war was worth it to intercept the technology that the Brotherhood were supposedly extracting.
Yes.
Compared to mine, that frame rate is incredible.
Let's see here. Yeah, it's around 6.
Can we take a look at the health percentages once we've checked on Slowboy's ships?
Oh,
A
that's
lot of
very
stuff still around
long
90 to
scroll
100.
bar.
Oh yeah. Past a bunch of civilian stuff. Some of the mechs looks like are at 93. Probably the ones that lost a leg to terrain.
One of the snowflakes has been hit.
Yeah.
Dude, the resolve is taking quite a pounding.
Same with one of the hailstones. The other ones are still full health though. Ton of snowflakes involved there.
It seems like, yeah, the crews are also taking a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And it does look like the smaller mechs are engaging them.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
However, they're probably not going to have a very fun time once they reach the water. Hopefully their AI is smart enough to prevent that.
Only one way to find out, which is asking a devil's advocate here. Do they?
I think that
Excuse me,
silence
do they
speaks
do what?
volumes.
What?
Do your mechs have anything to stop them from walking into the ocean?
Only the grace of Nicholas Smart, our Lord and Savior.
Okay.
Nick Smart is short for
They
Nicholas
have a
Smarticle.
they have a maximum depth of -15 or so.
Okay.
Also, they use vanilla AI.
Those things look so cool on the horizon.
Oh, yeah.
I think not doing too badly though. For how much fire it's taking. A lot of packs, a lot of APS.
This gun appears to be not having a good time.
That's true, but these things are built like tanks. They
And
are
it is
bricks
very
designed to
much
take
on
fire.
fire.
Yeah, the low profile helps though. Can't spread very far below the water. The gun may be dead, but the target prio is still attacking that thing, and that's kind of what's going to matter for the rest of the fleet. Even without the gun, it's still fulfilling its role as a
Target.
stationary target, yeah.
What was that about
Can you
civil
go under the
engineers?
water? There's underwater vehicles, I believe. Or underwater weapons on that guy.
I may not have a very high underwater render distance.
I may have
That
turned
is
the water
accurate.
opacity up a bit. My apologies.
That thing's still aiming, I think. Don't know if it's still firing.
Oh, that's quite the fire, actually.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, honestly, it makes sense that the water would be incredibly polluted around there, so I do like that you've done that. A mix of oils and other contaminants.
Actually, that's just how I have my game.
No. That's part of the map.
Also a map setting too,
Oh, is
yeah.
it? Interesting.
Yeah, I swapped the Scarlet Dawn and Perfect
Uh-oh.
weather settings, and then
Uh-oh.
adjusted some of the settings.
Houston, we have a problem.
Hmm.
So much for minus 15.
Oh, Nicholas Pickles. They should hopefully be fine.
I mean, if they're mostly pack vehicles, they'll do okay.
Don't feel too
As long
bad.
as they don't get under 80%.
Don't feel too bad about Nick. I once had him lie about fixing a bug that he didn't fix.
Chances are
Looks
fixed
like
another
slow boy
related
ships have
bug.
also collided. The Remnant there. They are not doing well in general. One has taken a significant lean out to port, and the other one at least somewhat damaged.
They may have
Get
run
another
around.
damage report. I see people in
Uh,
chat asking for it.
Possibly. Yeah, could we get a damage check again? Go into the AI menu.
I'll say I love those railgun decals.
They do look good, yeah.
One of
Try
the
and scroll
ring
past all the
members
civilian
is
building.
having a very
Better.
bad time.
Oh, you could also
Yeah.
use the map. If you go into the tactical view,
Yep, map also works. You see, the fact that the AI is so bad is one of the reasons why I want to give multiplayer control an option.
I mean, well,
Looks like Revelators are 88 and 91. Some of the Discipulus Mystorum are 90 to 100.
Discipulus Mysteriorum.
Snowflakes, various health. I think it's kind of indicative that the scroll bar has kind of gotten smaller. It means some of the smaller craft have been pruned off, probably the planes.
that is true.
Hail. Let's see, Hailstone at 78, other ones at 100 still. Yep, go and check out the big mechs and also the land vehicles. Or not land vehicles, the land fight. See how the defenses are damaged. This is such a big scale battle, it's kind of hard to cover it even if you are
Oh yeah, absolutely.
constantly moving back and forth.
That's the problem that Max had when we were trying to run TOTS 1, is because the battles were like, I don't know, 3.5 million on each side.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, looks like 2 of the AA turrets there, the packs, have been totally gutted. There's no pack left. Just that one's operational and it's damaged. Whereas the 3 big cannon turrets are still firing. Hard to tell if they've taken damage on the inside though. So they might be. They're probably what's tearing the big guys apart.
Well,
This
I'd
is
say it's
your-
probably the terrain that's doing that.
A mix of them.
Sorry, the terrain.
If you want to go over and check, you can see who's doing more damage right now.
It does seem like
If
the
they've
cannons
just
are
taken
still
like damage
fully
or not.
operational because they're all firing about the same rate.
This is your daily
Good point.
reminder of Shift plus Caps Lock. You can just ride the shells along over.
Yeah, I think the closer cannon's firing slower, but the other 2 are about the same. Actually, not quite the same, but
This is
close.
not the same rate as the start of the battle, I believe. So we'd have
Well,
to
that's
ask.
probably because the battle is also slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to hold shift to move the camera faster?
I am.
Use Shift plus Caps on the shells. That'll activate a projectile follow. Same thing works on vehicles.
If you just aim close, I think it'll tether to the nearest one. There you go. Whee!
Wah!
Right, so if you use any of WASD, then you can untether.
Interesting. Yeah, those ships are very sunk at this point, but they're still working.
It was a pretty cool transition, yes.
Just a very unintended one. If you want to head back to the cannons, you can follow one of their shells back over. And then once you're near the target, just click WAS or D.
Yeah, close up on the damage, first of the walkers and then the land cannons would be amazing.
Yeah. Actually, the fact that that shell is getting passed now means that it's taken at least some barrel damage, or...
Actually, no. It has taken some barrel. This actually might be one of the civilian gun shells because.
Oh, you think it might be a 94? Could be.
Yeah,
But
because it
barrel length
ran out
could
of
also do the
steam, so
trick.
to speak, before it got over here,
Mhm.
which means it's a smaller gun.
True. Yeah,
Oh,
take out
that's
the
a
mechs.
leg.
I noticed some damage when we got over there.
Tis but a flesh.
Ooh. I think it's down to just 3 legs on the port side, one
That
on the
might
right,
be another leg behind it.
one on the starboard.
Oh, it's fallen down onto its ass. You
And I
probably
think the
don't
other
want-
one's also missing. Oh, yeah, the other one's missing a leg too. 2
This
legs,
guy's
actually.
showing his soft underbelly. That may not be the best idea. Oh, this one is.
And that means the
not
top
moving
weapons are
anymore.
unable to fire. And yeah, the shield coverage is non-existent on the bottom. So there you go.
Unable to fire, this man says.
Yeah, it can fire through itself.
What
My
a
bad, my
fool.
bad. That thing's taken, yeah.
Well, excuse our presumptions about how physics works.
That's
All
funny
will
that'll
be
shoot itself.
revealed.
So that's half
Oh,
a leg.
So that looks like-
That's a full leg question mark.
Yeah, 1 leg lost due to terrain,
that's half a
or
leg.
1 or 2 due to terrain. 1 probably due to actual damage.
That's
Does
2
that- oh,
legs.
okay.
Oh, it is.
Still
It
trying to
can
walk.
still move.
I was wondering if it had stopped because of damage or because it was at a range it wanted to be at.
It could be.
It looks
that
like
it's
this one
at the
also
range-
lost a leg due to damage and then 1 or 2 to terrain.
However,
Yeah, so to be clear, the large walkers, what they do is when they're ready to fire, they will stop moving. Once their stability has reached 100%, they will
That's cool.
fire. And then
That's
resume
really cool.
motion.
Yeah, that laser looks really cool. I assume it's like a charge laser or something, or is that classified information?
laser shotguns are based.
It's
Oh
a
yeah, but it's
laser,
got that
it is.
strafe walk too for evasion. But that also just means the leg's going to take more damage.
Yeah, this one looks like it's in a little bit better condition than that one.
Yeah. But they're still definitely taking a beating.
If you
Oh,
hit
definitely.
E, what does the health bar look like?
Let's try this.
There you go, yeah, you can. 86 on 1, probably a little bit less on the other guy.
Only a smidgen.
A little bit
85?
less. That is perfect. You love to see it.
There's a snowflake over there all by himself. It's probably someone else recording the battle.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can move faster, that'd be good, because this is a very long bit of terrain to walk past. Okay, the 3 cannons, they're at fairly high health.
Keep in
Yeah, the
mind,
packs are
terrain
mostly
does make
crippled.
it hard to see the black part of the health bar.
That's true. I could barely see it in the last battle even. But, 87, 100, and... what was that, 90 something?
62 on one of them.
Yeah, 80, 86. So, only 1 wing render's left, but the 3 cannons are still working. At least 80%.
Not much damage.
A
to the
few
target
walkers.
practice.
Yeah, most walkers are in the water right now of the smaller guys.
They're crabs. They've gone back to their natural habitat.
Everywhere is their natural habitat. After this,
It seems like
Hmm?
it seems like the fleet of Sleet and Steel has rotated itself 180 degrees.
Yep, now trying to fire at the Lancet, but they really need to attack the crabs closer to them, because otherwise they're going to get torn up. Is that the two grounded Remnant ships that you can see in the
It does appear that
middle
way,
there?
does it
Yep.
not?
So yeah, one is very grounded, the other one's just kind of disabled sitting there. They're still decent health, though.
Now,
Seems
could
like
we see
someone
a
has
close-up
Sea-Wiz
of
in
the
it.
building damage? I see people asking for it.
I check out how the turrets are doing for damage.
Yeah, I'm working
It
on
looks
it.
like they're getting charged lasered right now.
This one appears to have been disabled.
Barrel's
During
still
that.
smoking, though. It
Oh
might
my
be
god, I see a
reversing.
lot of confetti.
Ooh-wee.
Death.
Laser did its job, I guess.
Yep. That'll do it.
Aside from the drones, I believe that marks the first true casualty of the battle.
Yeah, that's a big explosion.
10 seconds have now passed.
Yeah, about.
Jeez, that wedge armor got obliterated. Looks like, what is that? 4-meter wedges, then 3 or 4 meters at the back.
It's a lot of heavy armor. But as the person who's seeing this in the full glory of his really shitty TV monitor, oh, that one's also not
Oh,
having
that
a
one's
good day
pushed it
anymore.
even worse, yeah. Middle one's still basically full health. It was 100% on the
I imagine not for much
check-in.
longer.
No, I'm sure it's not right now. Bit of a fire going on. So
Oh, this one's
the city defenses
despawning.
are down to 1/3 capacity.
This one's
Yep, that one's
despawning.
toast.
Is that one? Yes, it is. That one. They are both dead.
Okay, just those two left then.
Also, I apologize if you can hear my cat in the background.
You need never
Meow.
apologize for a feline friend.
Yep. Yeah, go ahead and check out the big boys again, see how they're doing. The big mechs, see how much damage they managed to take before they destroyed the turrets.
Oh, we got a couple planes over here doing something.
If you want to follow the shell again, that'll get you there
Yeah,
faster.
I had the same idea. Oh, that's another dead
Ooh,
leg.
another leg gone. Looks like that one probably was damaged to,
It's but a
to
scratch.
shell fire.
Only a scratch.
That shell almost, or that turret, or that shield almost bounced the shell back at the other guy. Oh, are those laser turrets on the legs? I bet those are, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Either that or they're decoed
Yeah.
to look like one. Oh,
Ah, I believe the
They
whole
stopped.
Ready to
projectors
fire.
are dead.
fire fry! Oh, the name's flashing.
Videte.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, that is a cool graphic.
Videte. Witness.
Those things are standing fairly well for being at like 3 legs each.
Yeah, walkers in.
It's still getting
Walkers in
particle
FTD
cannoned
are.
by the ships, though.
Oh, they're still firing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there they go.
That's that charge done, yep.
It seems
Oh,
like
that's
the
cool how you even
turret.
have like a cooldown animation.
It seems like the turret is still firing. So, where are these little
Yeah, that
planes?
thing's the
What are they doing?
probably the snowflakes. I don't think they do much other than chaff. Maybe some. I think they have rockets actually.
They probably also
It'd be
complain on the
funny to just
internet.
be. Yeah, it'd be funny just be in one of those planes. Like,
Yeah,
oh
it
yeah,
does
there's
have
just
a
massive
rocket.
crabs.
3
Yep.
rockets,
Oh
actually.
yeah, there you go.
Now let's
Looks
take a
like
look
a
at our
medium and a couple
aquatic
small.
friends, shall we?
Yeah, see how the grounded guys are doing. I guess by grounded I mean watered.
Well, there's a bit of each. Walk a mile or swim a mile in your
Now, I think
comrade.
the real question is, do they have watertight compartments?
I believe it was established that canonically these should be sealed tight. And
Hermetically sealed.
yes.
I think so.
Ah, so they've got
For
NBC.
radiation protection, among other things.
Lots of experiments with a variety of materials, hazardous and otherwise, going on in the Order.
All materials are hazardous if you're using them wrong enough.
Sure hope the
That's what
acolytes learned the water breathing spell.
safety data sheets are for.
Yes, barring lethal damage to the hull, the craft should remain sealed. You can always turn off water rendering. If you enable your HUD, press middle mouse, go to the top right. It should give us a clearer view of what is going on. Yeah, it's there in the 2 eyes. Yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
there we go.
Ah. That's actually a really cool view.
Oh, yes. Minimum altitude, minus 15 meters.
Ah, Nicholas giveth, and Nicholas taketh away.
Well, usually he gives us
But
stuff
Nicholas
that we
always
didn't
be
ask
smartest.
for.
This is true. And occasionally bug fix
Actually,
this
no.
often some of the other guys.
Nick is the one who is behind all of the good things. All of the bad things are Draba's fault.
Yeah, let's blame Draba.
I must disagree most strongly with the sentiment.
You may have your opinion, but that does not make it correct.
I bite my thumb at thee, cur. I will defend Draba's honor.
Alright, can we get a C menu or map for checking health? Now that a few things have finally been destroyed.
Well, actually, let's do a C menu first. And the bar hasn't moved very much.
Yep, so the remaining Overseer is at 88%. That's the
So
big cannon.
It has been smacked, but not killed.
Yep. The remaining wing renders, or the fully functional wing render, or mostly is at 97%. The other two are 60 and 80. Civilian dwelling still there. The two big mechs are at 81 and 80%, looks like. Actually, no, both at 81. A variety of the smaller mechs between 90 and 100 seems to be. 87 the lowest one. Ton of snowflakes just kind of clutter in the C menu.
Oh, one of the
And
ice
then for the
cubes seems to
ships,
be... Well, there's a dead snowflake.
yeah.
You're just
Yeah,
above
right
this.
now the two big mechs are still functional, technically. Whereas, yeah, really what's left that's fairly capable is a few of the ships and then the small mechs, as well as that the two turrets that are left.
Well, I'd say most of the small mechs are probably going to be quite ineffective because their main weapon seems to be APS, and they are currently submerged. And I
That's a
doubt
mix
they...
of APS and packs.
Well, the packs will
I
probably do
really
fine,
important
but
that
the APS not
APS
so
are
much.
really secondary weapons.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Whatever
started on
happened.
uploading and doing stuff for the other battles.
Whatever happens, the Left's O'Neill Corp claims salvage rights.
There's going to be a lot of that. I mean, the deposit region is a salvage area.
Well, just the ships of
Well,
this specific battle.
yes, the Order has, well, contracted out these rights to the Left O'Neill Corp, who were very gracious in their dealings with us.
Let's see what's going on over here. Looks like someone took a real big hit, both figuratively and literally. It does seem like the detection is not quite working properly here.
Certainly could be.
Because this turret is quite confused. Oh, that's a dead plane. That's a very random.
Yeah.
Two very random explosions. Oh, that's Sea-Wiz. We'll have another quick look over here, and then we'll go see how the big mechs are doing. I imagine they haven't taken much more damage. This one has lost its main gun. This one has also lost its main gun. That one has been overpenetrated. Also disarmed.
Yeah, if that thing's missing its barrel, it's in bad trouble. Yeah. I think that's the main weapon on that guy.
And also disarmed. Yeah, all the spinal-mounted little monitor things have had their guns removed.
Impressive.
Is it safe to say that once all guns are completely removed from one side, they are dealt with off screen?
Yes, we can definitely do that for a big battle like this. Otherwise, it'll be like 2 hours long.
Yeah. And I have to
We'll also need to tack up any mobility kills on your mechs. Not that I know if you'd be moving them soon. But anything
They
probably
do
with less
have,
than 3 legs is considered stuck in place. Actually, no, never mind. You've got the lifters. They can move. Yeah.
you have lifters, and also, as has been evidenced, they can, in fact, move.
This is
Oh,
true, but I do feel like if you're going to have walkers, then they
let's
can
go ahead and
canonically be
watch this
disabled after
laser
they've lost
strike
enough
hit.
legs.
Yeah, it's
And
disabled for
that
the
did
purposes of
fuck
combat,
all.
but
And it's trying to stave off the side for some reason.
They made shake the
That's a
side
lot of
off.
wedges. I like how it's, at least in part, overpinning that AA turret while it's targeting that.
you can see the white laser there. That is actually from the secondary turrets mounted above the legs.
That's cool.
This one's smart, you see. It's got a friend in front of it. It's got a literal meat shield. All right, let's go have a look see at the walkers, which seem to have attracted the attention of the planes. Seems like this one has either been disabled or it's getting ready to fire.
I would not bet on the former. Actually, could you
Yeah,
do me a
that breadboard,
favor
if nothing else,
and
would keep going no
check
matter
on
what.
that soft underbelly and see how their detection, well, their main detection is doing?
Ah, that'd be a good place to put detection. That makes sense. A lot of miscellaneous damage.
It
I
seems
hear a
largely
firing
positive.
noise.
How many cameras do you have under there?
A few.
Yeah, go forward and then look left.
I see! And I imagine so do you.
Naturally.
Yeah.
If you refer merely to the text just above, you will see that all stands revealed.
Ignorance blinds the inviting.
Men really wouldn't use 1984 as an instruction manual.
Omnia revelabuntur.
Oh, that's a lot of damage over there. That might be another damaged leg. Maybe. Oh. Do these also have CWIS controllers? That could be what's confounding it.
For the record, you're allowed to have a few repair bots, but not many. So... Yeah, there you go, slow boy.
Oh, hang on. That's one good leg. That's 2 good legs. All the others are damaged. So I do believe this one would be stuck.
Yeah, if not for their airlifters.
His friends
Yeah.
to ask for a ride from his dad.
This one still has 3 good legs. Something over there got destroyed. Probably a plane.
Probably one of the buildings. I would
or
guess
a
a building because
radar.
it's low. Yeah, your buildings were very beefy, Turn to start.
Shift plus caps.
Well, I'm not trying to take the bullets back to the walkers.
You can lock onto vehicles as well. You just have to be a bit careful to not hit bullets.
Yeah. That's always my problem when I used it. If I go for a vehicle, I'll hit a bullet. If I do the opposite, it's the opposite.
Well, you see, the reason why I play this game and not a first-person shooter is because I have a very bad aim. So I will absolutely hit a projectile.
Well, even if you hit a projectile, you just hit W right after and you'll unanchor from it.
That's a little closer. It does seem like it was a radar that was destroyed. In fact, it seems like 2 of the radars have been destroyed. No, oh, this one might be having a very bad day soon. Depending on how the armor is set up here. Then again, these shells don't seem to be very powerful. That did something. Oh, that took out the detection. Either that or it's trying to shoot at one of the legs. So this has been effectively disabled. This is effectively disabled. And everything...
I think that one's still at 98%. But it is obviously firing at reduced capacity because there's a hole in it.
Alright, let's look at the boats. Ah!
Yep, it's still to be decided if which side will get the favorable material trade. But it does look like Arcana is going to win the ground, make it a strategic victory for them.
Oh my goodness. That appears to be going backwards at a very high rate of speed.
During the summer of 2020. I mean, it may have been this rally, but also it may not have been. And he literally talked about the ground.
Oh, that could be forwards.
Like,
I'm not sure.
This rally. All, like, nothing in this rally, like, made me.
It's not a good sign that one can't tell.
Yeah, it's usually quite bad. It does seem to be otherwise disabled, though.
Played that except bad.
Well,
We love over-penetration.
We do a little over penetration.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what all the meta battles get up to regarding ridiculous weapons. I'm disappointed that no one's actually made any super weapons yet. but it will be interesting once people do.
You have no idea.
Just give me a few turns so I can get proper nukes, and I'll show you a super weapon.
Here's an example.
Oh, this one's dead.
See, their video stuff is.
I think the front fell off.
Yeah, for those wondering about super weapons, generally they're things that break one or more rules or mechanics. So, like, we've got a rule against evasion, at least to a certain extent. So you could have a super weapon that's like some kind of drone swarm that all have ridiculous evasion that you could get if you do a special project, pay extra money, pay extra research, that kind of thing. Otherwise, you could, like, if you have a vehicle that'll consume way too much power to ever be usable with the power limits in the game, you can make it a super weapon. And for different costs, you'll be able to get that to be able to work or be able to be used.
It appears that
and
this
then-
is what destroyed that over there.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought those boats were going to be toast really quickly, but they're still operating even if they're missing a couple turrets and a little bit worse for wear on their freeboard.
And a little bit of a lean.
Yeah, how are they doing
Mhm.
health percentage-wise? If you take another peek at the E menu, the tactical view.
I don't know the thumbnail. Looks.
It seems like these are starting to take a bit more damage. They might have collided, actually.
I would believe it with how many things are here in this battle.
And the slow.
Who's fighting this one?
Oh, you've got
Another thing's 2
casualty.
damage. May just be a building or something.
Probably a radio tower.
I guess since we've got you here, Divini, is your plan to raise the city of Foothold to the ground, or do you want to capture it mostly intact?
You want to capture it as intact as possible.
Got it.
In
Okay.
particular, as many scientists alive as possible.
Interesting.
And of course, any.
Tarnish Heart, if you'd like to send me your contingency planning for what would happen in the case of Foothold falling, you're welcome to, ideally before the end of this round, this turn.
So, for scientists, of course, prioritizing keeping their work intact above keeping them alive.
Okay. Of course, hate it when people get de-atomized, but it just happens in modern warfare. Nothing you can do about it.
Oh, hang on.
Should have had that ECM there if they didn't want the guns to de-atomize their cat.
Is that one of the ships? For a second, that it was hovering, but of course you're just in the no ocean view.
Yeah. This one does seem to still have a working gun.
Is
It
The
does,
detection
it's
did
just-
not.
value of working?
There goes the
Yeah.
detection, so it's probably not working very well anymore.
And the barrel's aiming all over the place, so it's... Oh yeah, the back just got ripped apart by those
yeah.
missiles. Although I'm sure it was damaged before. That
Well,
just
those
actually
are
looks
gun
like an AI room
components,
at the back.
so- And here comes another missile. That has missed.
I do love just how many of the smaller vehicles are just chilling on the ocean floor.
I wonder what
Doing
their
some
crush
undersea
depth
surveys.
is.
Considering
I don't know, I
that there
might have
may
to
be
do some
meters
rolls
and
for
meters
those
and
as
meters of
submarines.
stone, they'll be fine.
Alrighty, do you want to do a check and see if there's any functional vehicles left on the side of the Brotherhood of Sleet and Steel?
If you go to the M view, you can see projectiles.
Oh, what?
M.
Oh,
The big
M, not N.
Map. So yeah, you can see if anything's still firing from the... Wouldn't show you energy weapons, of course, but I'll show you the APS. And the energy weapons are pretty distinct blue beams
This
coming from the
hailstone
Brotherhood
is
side.
apparently still shooting something.
Or
Probably
is
a
that
little
shells
AA
from the
gun.
ship flying over it? Oh, no, still, it's firing itself. Probably AA, though. I know the big guns wouldn't fire that fast. And then, check out the Overseer,
Or
that's the
just
big
ate another
turret.
missile. And another one. Let's see.
How are the drones doing? I don't see any.
There's a lot all over the place, but...
Oh. It looks like all the... It seems that except for the civilian dwellings, nothing else in the town is shooting back.
Okie dokie, yeah, if, I mean, at this point, there's not going to be nearly enough firepower for anything to happen anyways. Go ahead and check out the pack turret there, because it is still firing. But I don't know what kind of health it's at,
Would
if
you be
it'll actually be able to leave
interested?
any impact.
Would you be interested in a Lua script that tallied up on the side of the screen the firepower in each team? I think that should be doable.
If you're willing to code it and it's useful, I'll take it, for sure.
This over here
I
is still
promise
at
nothing.
very high health, however, that may not be indicative of how combat effective it is.
Yeah, it has been firing for a while, but I have no idea what kind of DPS it's putting out.
I mean, we may not be able to find out because it seems to be trying to shoot through friendly buildings. However, it's not going to
Yeah.
do that due to a failsafe.
Fair enough. Go ahead and look at the turret, the other turret next to it. Is it still there, or did it get toasted?
That one is crunched.
Okay.
And
Oh yeah, I mean
other
the gun
one
turret, but that
was-
thing's long gone.
Yeah, this
Oh
one has
yeah, gun
been-
turret is...
This one's been
Okie dokie.
almost
I think
cut
we're in a good
half.
spot to call the battle. Yeah, that thing's toasted.
Oh,
Looks
hang
like it's just
on.
the pack left.
What have we
I
here?
wonder if that's a Remnant ship or one of the Brotherhood. You may want to pause and get closer so you can get there before it scraps if it's still a positive time.
This is probably the one that had its ass eaten.
I would believe it.
Yep. There is no ass. So this one is dead.
The bit rate on the stream is such that I can see nothing. Okay. It would have been called dead anyways. So yeah, I would say go ahead and keep it paused. We can tally the death toll. And I'll see what damage needs to be exerted upon the Divini forces as well as the Remnants. And then see also what kind of state the city is going to be in as it gets transferred to the
It
victors.
didn't look like the civilian buildings took too much damage.
No, yeah, and yeah, there's, I'm sure, plenty of good infrastructure that'll survive. Okay, if you want to go ahead and stop the recording, we can just get the information on our